Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4-hour, as we can see yesterday, we were looking at a potential pullback into basically this downward sloping trend line and this horizontal level of support. We did get one nice 4-hour candle pullback, but it did look like it got front ran from these targets. Obviously the bulls got a bit excited, wanted to get in early, and then yeah, and obviously, as a result of that, it seems like we then obviously bounced quite nicely, got continuation straight back above our 38,000 level, and are currently sat in the 39,000. So it was obviously a bullish sign to see the pullback get front ran. So yeah, it is not too much of a surprise to then see us make our way back above this old support and new resistance. Obviously we lost the support, became resistance, then back above it. So yeah, that is looking good. You can kind of look at this as a inverted head and shoulders, which would give us a target somewhere into this zone. We'll actually draw it because it would be a bit difficult to necessarily get an exact target, but all we really need to know is that it's clearly above 42,000. But yeah, not quite above our next level of importance. So basically, it gets us into the next zone, which is the second step of our two-step plan to basically to put the low end. To get bullish again, we need to get back above here, but yeah, to actually look like we could be recovering and not be looking at lower prices. So yeah, definitely things looking a lot better this morning. We've had a pretty much a back test, which was front ran, which is particularly bullish anyway. The next, yeah, like I said, the next step is over 42,000. Look like we could do that. So yeah, that is what we are looking at. And obviously once we're above 42,000, the 46, 47 area will be the next target. But we could be looking obviously at long-term sideways within this wider range. So we don't necessarily know where the upper and lower ends of that will end up being, but certainly 47k, the 46, 47k region, and then obviously the 50k. These are both prime candidates for big pullbacks in a medium term sideways, which could easily get us back down to even the 42, or even basically testing this horizontal here again. But you would really want to see it only coming back so low as 42. That is what we want to see. We want to see us get within a 42, ideally at a 52 range, even 50. Trade out here for a bit, maybe some wicks below, but not closing below 42. And yeah, and then build some confidence back in this market, and then eventually get over 58,500, and then go for trying to tap the top of this trend line, which will easily be in the 70k's at whatever point. 70k's or higher, whatever point we actually come and test it, and then look to try and break above that into the 100k's. So some optimism for us there. Clearly the underside of this trend line could also be problematic, along with obviously the 50k regions, 52 regions, which yeah, I mean this whole area, I don't expect a V shape. Expect even as long as this was consolidating, trading sideways, if we do that again and then eventually break up at some point later in the year, that would all look very nice. But all in all, Bitcoin is looking better. Clearly looking better. We've got a potential bullish formation here to confirm and break upwards to get us, catapult us into the next level. So things not looking so bad. The altcoin market as well, as we can see with Ethereum, the Ethereum Satoshi pairing moving up quite nicely as well. It was good to see us get back above this major horizontal and above this longer term channel top line. Yeah, making progress, making moves, looking good. Not far off our recent high if we want to see how far off we actually are. Yeah, only 15% off. I do think now that this is not realistically the real target for some potential medium-term pullback. I think this will be the next target, and then maybe we could pull back to this level. Obviously, some optimism there, some talk in my book there as well. But that's kind of what I am looking at here now. I was looking at this level for the medium-term pullback, got front ran, but yeah, so now I'm looking at higher levels now. If we want to look at the dollar pairing as well, dollar pairing, not looking bad either. We were looking at 2,500 to potentially get us basically get us moving onwards and upwards. We did get a pullback. We did come and tap roughly the 28,000. Pulled back quite strongly, actually, quite deeper than you would have maybe expected, but I guess we did pull into this relative area of recent confluence. As you can see, clear recent confluence there. But yeah, now looking to basically get above 28k, in which case, sorry, not 28k, 2.8k, in which case targets of basically targets of 3,200. But all in all, this is looking good. I think once we're back above 3,200, I really think that the confidence will really start to come back into this asset. So obviously, providing Bitcoin is moving up in dollar value, then yeah, we could start to see some real good moves. And then, I mean, clearly it's not too far to our all-time high, at which case we could then expect a more acceleration to the upside after a pretty decent crypto style pullback. We'll just have a look at what it is in Ethereum from top to bottom. Yeah, just a dip, guys, just 60%, just BTFD 60% dip, just par for the course there. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. 60% dips are nothing when we're looking at like a 10x 50 100x trades. Bitcoin dominance as well. Yeah, I mean, looking obviously, looking like this is gonna be the medium term high. Just finally, we've got to basically get below. Yeah, basically we could just call it below 43, which you're nearly there. Get below this low here is what I'm saying. Get below here, and then yeah, we will be potentially looking at new lows, and that would be especially bullish, because then we come into this region, and then which is obviously quite a lot of percents, which is quite a lot of moves in a lot of altcoins, but then we could even be looking at losing this level and then coming lower. But I do think this is going to be this region to basically getting below 35%. I don't think it's just going to come straight down, but we could look for that sort of reverse J hook. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily bet on that. I would just realistically look for this to move downwards, but then obviously we do know there's this heavy bifurcation in the altcoin market. So certain things could really prosper whilst this maybe doesn't do a lot down at these lows. DXY as well. Just deciding what it wants to do. We're at a macro level here. Well, macro level. We are basically threatening to make some nice moves down, potentially even into the 87 handles. Like I've been saying, there is no way realistically Bitcoin was going to go much lower than where it went to, with the dollar threatening to break down. Obviously there's no way, but it is extremely unlikely. If you want to look at stocks, obviously looking good. These are looking good. I mean, this is looking like it could potentially break on upwards. Yeah, I mean, you could look at it as a bit of an ascending wedge, but either way, nah, I wouldn't really do that. I don't even like non-horizontal lines. I'll just be looking at the facts that we are well, getting above any level that you really want to draw in here, and looking like we are going to move on upwards. Silver as well. Not looking bad, looking good. Looking to make its move into the $40 gold silver ratio, stalling a little bit. Gold has a 19 handle now. It is good. I hope you guys are all accumulating down here when we're talking about it. You don't often get this, but you got 2 chances to buy the lows. We're talking about it here. Literally it was this level, 1690. 1680, 1690. I think it was basically 1690. I was saying this is basically the buy level. You got 2 chances to buy, pretty much, and then look at what is happening. There we go. This obviously was the first target, and we did get that target. Another chance to buy the buy, hit that target again. Now we threw it, and so we're going onwards and upwards, and this does look to be looking like it wants to make that move up. I mean, clearly, this 1965 level is obviously huge. I would expect a rejection up here, and then maybe a back test to that, roughly where we are now, about the 18, just a sub 1900s. But then I would expect that to get picked up, and then continue for all-time highs and continue onwards and upwards. But yeah, like I said, down here we spoke about it at the time. Down here we even got 2 chances to buy. Literally sub 1700 was the basically the perfect spot. So yeah, good. What else do we want to look? Also, premiums were not so high down here as well, so buying physical wasn't so bad. And obviously, as we started to get wild, premium should go up also. So yeah, what else do you want to look at? What else? I don't think there's much else you want to hear. Yeah, the 10-year still drifting off a little bit. Still drifting off. So I mean, realistically though, just if it can just stay within this range, it would, and just not really draw any attention to itself, then that would be grand. Yeah, nothing else really to look at on here. Stochastics, it is that daily that we wanted to get going to basically get us through 42k. So I suspect it's not looking too bad. 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour did make the move all the way up, and turn back up now as well. 4 hours clearly getting dragged on by these time frames. So 10 hour, how is the 10 hour doing? We shall just do our daily wait, our wait that we do every day, waiting for the 10 hour. Yeah, 10 hour looking good, looking very good here. Got room to run as well. 12 hour looking very good as well, getting into bullish half as well. Obviously plenty of room to run, and daily's probably not even going to be in the bullish half yet. Not even close. So this is what I mean. If the daily gets going, then we are going to be through 42k, and it is going to be this. It is going to be this 46k level, that 47k level that the daily is going to potentially get us up to, testing. If it does basically make even a move, even in just to the bullish half, it's going to get us on our way. 2 days well, looking to turn up from a very low level, a nice bullish reset. 3 days not turned up yet, but it eventually will turn up from a very low level. It will eventually turn up from a very low level. Yeah, 5 day as well, coming pretty deep. So that's got I mean, all these are still pointing down because of obviously the 50 plus % retracement we've had. But whilst we start to drift back up, getting dragged by these medium time frames, these are just bullishly resetting, guys. And then once these do turn around and come back up, 100k Bitcoin basically is what we're going to be looking at. So yeah, things looking good. Things are looking good. It is not just obviously what we're looking at in here, because clearly Bitcoin is still whilst ever in my books is below 42,000, is still going to be looking bearish. We could very easily get rejected at 40k, turn around, come back lower, stock market take a dump. The dollar could start to actually rally, and we could not look so good. But I don't think that is going to happen. But until we do get above 42k, then we go neutral trend. And then obviously above 58.5k, we go bullish trend. But things definitely looking better in the wider context of markets. Obviously, with stock markets looking good, dollar looking weak. 10-year not drawing attention to itself. Gold and silver looking good as well. It is looking like we are going to take that next big leg up. Big euphoric leg up in these markets. It is looking like we are seeing those I can't call it green shoots, because we are obviously we're obviously doing well anyway. We're just in a general pullback, but things are looking very opportunistic here, very good. Things are looking good, basically, especially compared to in crypto, especially compared to how we were kind of looking. He's looking a lot better. We could definitely be looking a lot more better, but I just mean the general wider picture is actually looking very good for basically the next melt up, which I am particularly excited for. I'm particularly excited for. So yeah, there we go. There is your dose of hopium for this morning. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you fine people soon.